Well, hello there, Leo. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. I am sorry I've been away for a little bit. I had a really bad fall when I was hiking towards the end of October, and I'm doing better now, but I broke a couple of ribs, and it's just taken me a little time to get back into the groove of things, but I'm so glad to be back, and I've truly missed you. So today we are going to be doing your weekly tarot reading. This is good for the week of November 14th through the 20th. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. I also want to announce that I am giving away one free personal reading, and I'll have details about that at the end of this video. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. You know, Leo, this is one of the most spiritual cards in the deck. It honestly does not come up that often. And it's because the buffalo, when it stampedes across the plains, it really churns up the dirt, the ground with their hooves, right? And that's one of the reasons why the breadbasket region, okay, of the United States is so fertile. So one of the things is that this is a very grounded animal, okay? But it also has its eyes to the sky. And so there is this connection with the buffalo between like the heavens and the earth. So let's see what we also have here. Taking steps. Yeah, I feel like you're taking steps to move towards something that is more in alignment with your spiritual purpose. So let's go to the tarot. Let's get some more details. I love this energy here. I think you're making a shift. Yeah, you're definitely making a shift, going in a new direction. So we're going to take a look at your present energy and then your areas of resistance or obstacle on your path, and then also advice from Spirit about how to overcome that obstacle. All right, yeah, so you have the Thinker and you have the Three of Wands, you know, trying to figure out. I really feel like you're kind of perhaps a little bit confused, maybe overthinking about what the next step is. You could have gotten to a certain point, you know, you've been taking some steps, moving forward on your path, and then all of a sudden, it's kind of like this, I don't know which way to go. And it, you know, you have the Ten of Pentacles here and the King of Wands. You know, your energy is just coming out here, wanting something that's long-term, that's solid, that's stable, right? Wanting to be, you know, the King of Wands is the spiritual leader, wanting to perhaps go in a new direction. The King of Wands also is an energy, and it doesn't, gender doesn't matter, but an energy of somebody that has a new idea or wants to go in a new direction and may actually not know exactly what that direction is. But they're very inspired and very motivated to go in that path, knowing that not everybody will follow them, okay? But that if they stay on that path, then other people will come to follow. You see how the King of Wands is playing the drum, right? A King of Wands plays the drum to his own tune and knows that the stability, the financial stability, recognition will come, okay, as long as he is standing in his power and is, you know, staying motivated, moving forward on that path. I feel like with the buffalo, there is almost this sense of you may feel like you're roaming the plains and you don't know where you're going, right? It's kind of like, okay, I'm looking for stability. If you think about it, buffalo do roam, okay? They're very migratory, right? Animals. I think you're looking for something that's a little bit more stable. It's almost like I want to ground myself. I want to know where I'm going to, it's interesting, almost like the sense of where am I going to sleep tonight? And I know that's not really the case, Leo. It's really the sense of, I want to know that, you know, if you think about it, when we sleep, we want to feel safe and secure. I feel like like that's how you are. You may have even restless nights or something, because it's kind of like, okay, I want to feel safe and secure in not just your home, okay, but in your life in general. So I feel like that is kind of what you're seeking at this time. And then we have the Knight of Wands and regeneration. So the regeneration card is also the death card. It's, having second chances in life, taking action to rejuvenate yourself after perhaps a time of like indecision, not knowing where you're going, just roaming across the plains, looking for a place to stay. The buffalo also kind of roams in a herd, it's fascinating to me, like, how geese fly, the flock of flies in a V formation, and they take turns moving around and stuff like that. I don't know that much about the buffalo, how their group moves or migrates in a direction, but I feel like you've been maybe part of a group, but you're trying to break out, trying to go in your own direction. So you could work for like a corporation or a business. You're wanting to start your own business, or it could be that you've been following the pack of your family and the belief systems of the family for a while. And now you're kind of like, no, I want to go in my own direction. It's kind of like, I don't know where these buffalo are going. I'm part of this pack. I don't know where this pack is going. I don't want to just follow the pack. It could be you're also hitting a milestone birthday, and you have a group of friends, and the group of friends are, you just feel like you're going along with the crowd, perhaps, graduating from school, getting jobs, getting married, whatever. And it's kind of like, okay, that's fine for them. I don't think you're being judgmental. It's not like that. It's kind of like, okay, that's fine for them, but I have this other way I want to go. And really having the courage to take the steps that you need to in order to go perhaps in a completely new direction. So let's clarify this. It's really a lovely, I'll have to say, a really lovely energy of there's a little bit, I feel like you're kind of really concerned, attached to perhaps what a boss may say, or a parent, somebody that may be, older than you, or perhaps somebody that you're financially secured by. So, this person may help you with your financial stability. So you feel kind of trapped, but you're wanting to go in another direction. So it's kind of like, well, I have to stay in this job, so I have financial stability, but I'm tired of roaming with the buffalo. I want to go my own direction, but understanding that you're allowing something to hold you back. This could even be a belief system, like maybe you are artistic or something like that, but you grew up with a belief system from your parents that you can't be financially secure being an artist. And now you're kind of like, okay, but I'm not happy. Okay, maybe I have this corporate job, but I'm not happy. Or maybe you have a corporate job and maybe you're like a graphic designer or something, but it's not fulfilling you to the level that your heart, your soul is calling you to do. Maybe you really want to be, an oil painter or a landscape artist or something like that. It's kind of like, yes, I have to go in a different direction. I think wherever you are, you kind of did it for the safety, the security of it, and now you're kind of like, okay, if I go out there, what is that going to look like? Yeah, because your obstacle is that you're there's almost a sense of putting on a facade that everything's okay, but your heart is calling you to go in another direction. Right? You could be a little bit attached to the money aspect of a job or a situation at this time, kind of like staying there because you know that you're financially stable in that situation. But your heart, your soul is calling you to go in a different direction. Okay, so let's clarify this to get some more information. Interesting. I think I saw, the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords is flipped here. So, a sense of knowing that your heart is, there's just a lot. You have the Death card on the bottom, having the strength to end something that is not fulfilling for you, whatever that is, because we have the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords. It's almost as if you're doing this in order to make somebody else happy, right? You may even be trying to convince yourself that you're happy in this situation, right? Because it's kind of like, well, that's pretty scary to leave my job and start my own business, or to leave this relationship that I am in because it's financially secure in order to go out there on my own. It's very scary, right? That is very scary, but it's going within, understanding that, part of our path is that if we don't make those changes in our own life, when our heart and our soul are calling us to go in a new direction, then eventually there will be, that tower moment that takes away something, okay? So that you're almost like have no choice but to go on that path. I feel like you're at this point where you're kind of like recognizing, I am ready to take those steps. I don't want to wait for the tower moment to come in. I want to take these steps. I want this to be more of my choice. And then look at what we have. Yeah, time to go in the Eight of Cups. Knowing that where you are may not be awful, but that there is something happier, loving, more abundant out there. And the Eight of Cups is walking your spiritual path, walking away from something, because we have time to go, in order to go towards your Nine of Cups, something that you really and truly desire. And for some of you, you may not even know what it is that you desire at this time. It could be just that feeling of where you are isn't bringing you the satisfaction that you want. So it's about taking some of those first steps. What are some of the first steps that you can take? Is that just researching other careers or jobs, trying to figure out, what do I need to qualify for that type of job? If you're thinking about starting your own business, just meeting with a financial advisor of some sort about, okay, how do I put a business plan together? Where do I start looking for a loan or something like that? Just starting those first steps, taking those first steps will help this to, come into fruition for you. Once you start making those steps, then the universe, yes, you're having to end something, Leo. Oh my goodness. Okay, I knew something flipped in here, and I'm so glad I went back and looked. Yeah, you're really you're tied up. You're tying yourself up to the idea of ending something. You're almost overthinking this, okay? So there could be other people that are involved. You may be afraid to make a change because this is also going to impact some other people in your life, perhaps, where you are employed, or perhaps in your family setting. There are people that, you are going to have to leave behind in a way in order to move forward onto this path. But this is what is awaiting for you. You have the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, the Sun is every single thing that you are wishing for. Love, abundance, happiness, joy. It's just everything, right? And it's going to be long lasting. You may be afraid to make this change because you're kind of like, well, I don't know if I make this change, right? It's going to end something, right? But is on the other side. Is the grass really greener on the other side? Yes, the grass is really greener on the other side. It's time to start making the changes. And, once again, it's not like you have to go in and quit your job tomorrow. There's plans that you may need to put into place, right? People that you may, advisors or people you may want to talk to. But it's time to start taking those actions. That is coming out loud and clear. It's time to start making, taking the steps to move forward and not just think about it. You've been thinking for a long time, but it's time to take action. So, okay, so let's see what we have here with your Soul Truth card. How can I surrender even more in this moment? Yeah. It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's important to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. Okay, so let's go back to this here, Leo, is that are you attached to making sure that you have a pile of money, right? It's about detaching yourself from the outcome of what it is that you truly think it, and it's not that you can't dream big or visualize exactly what it is, but when you get to the point of it has to look exactly like this, right? And you get so detailed. Sometimes what happens is that you're focusing on that, but the thing that's wanting to come in is even bigger and better than what you are kind of limiting this to. So it's about kind of getting out of the way, saying, okay, I'm going to start taking these steps. I'm going to start taking the steps to end some situations in my life so that I can make room and, to move forward and to bring in this very lovely energy. Very lovely. All right. Well, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. But I am also having a contest giving away one free personal reading. I will announce the winner on November 20th. And to enter the contest, all you have to do is simply comment to this video and somewhere in your comment put love and light. And that enters you into the drawing. And I wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I really appreciate all of your support of liking, commenting, and subscribing. I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.